Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hat for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please join U.S. Soccer in honoring the life of California South and U.S. Soccer referee Kamal Malouf with a moment of silence.
He might have grabbed it. He's got one tail. He's got one. Andy!
Thank you.
Welcome to the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championships presented by Chevrolet. As we've had to wait an extra hour, but after 10 months, the New York Red Bulls U-15 16s and FC 16s have made it to the championship match and are getting set to square off. Red Bulls coming off a 2-1 win over Georgia United in the semifinals, while FC Dallas dispatched to the Philadelphia Union 3-0. And for the Red Bulls, it's their high-octane offense. 93 goals in 30 games have yet to be shut out this year, going against the staunch defense in FC Dallas that have had shutouts in all 5 of their playoff games, outscoring their opponents 16-0 in that stretch. And this is an FC Dallas team that can attack as well. 102 goals in 32 games played, and they have only been kept off the board on 4 occasions this season. So it's been a long, grueling 10 months for these two sides, but they've made it to the showpiece, the match final of the U.S. Development Academy Championships. The New York Red Bulls in their huddle. FC Dallas, the Hoops, and they're all red. Before the match got underway, we had a moment of silence for referee Kamal Malouf, who tragically died earlier this week. Had worked around 20 games in the academy this season, including the playoffs in Indiana, and a referee of Cal South. He also worked in the United Soccer League, did plenty of the Orange County Blues games here in Cal South. So FC Dallas will be attacking to your left in their all-red jerseys. The New York Red Bulls in their alternate jerseys will be attacking to your right. The Red Bulls' only loss this season was all the way back on April 19th, a 3-1 reverse at the New England Revolution. Other than that, they have been stellar. And plenty of that is thanks to the man over the ball, Brian Saramago, the 16-year-old, 5 goals in his last 9 games, including getting on the board after just 4 minutes against Georgia United. And I had a hat trick against Chivas before that, and then braces against both the Portland Timbers and Solar Chelsea. So the New York Red Bulls U-15 16s looking to get past another Texas opponent as the U.S. Development Academy finals are underway. And the long ball easily taken by Ben Hale. The Central Conference goalkeeper of the year. Look for him to be very strong in the air on crosses. And against the Philadelphia Union, he also had very good footwork that got him out of some uncomfortable situations, as he was able to juke out forwards that were chasing him down. He's smartly headed back to the keeper. So we've had an hour delay due to the lightning in the area and around Carson. Here at Glenn Mooch Meyernick Field, with the StubHub Center towering over in the background. Tons of rain, and for these players, well, one of the things that the DA does so well is it teaches them not only how to be good players, but to be professionals as well. How to deal with a 10-month season, how to deal with the travel, and now also learning how to deal with adversity, such as rain delays and an hour to play the championship game. As Marin is down for the New York Red Bulls, winning the free kick. Still struggling though, Marin. So we're in the second minute of play, and the Red Bulls have a chance to swing one into the mixer.
Ben, organize.
All the tall trees getting in from the back for the Red Bulls. So we are in the second minute of the U-15 16s Development Academy Finals, presented by Chevrolet. And it's a ball floated deep to the back post, over everyone, and out of bounds for a goal kick for Ben Hale. 17-year-old playing his 25th game of the season. And Hill taking his time on the goal kick. Bop bound by DeAndrea. The Brazilian DeAndrea will switch flanks freely. And it's been the Red Bulls on the attack. Oh, lovely little move, and looking to slot in the corner. Hale got down well.
Hey, Ben.
For the first genuine opportunity of the match. Goes to the New York Red Bulls, and Marin, I'm sure he wants that back. It will be the first corner kick of the game, though, for the Red Bulls, coming inside the third minute. And getting up, good header, but that's easy for Hale, who will take those all game long. Now Hale calling for calm. Good high pressure from DeAndrea. Ramos sends it to the far side. Now FC Dallas just looking to gain a measure of possession. Long searching ball bought down by Noah Powder. Scored the game-winning goal against Georgia United. Then had to come off in the 34th minute due to injury. So it's good to see that he's recovered in time for the finals. Both teams winning their respective conferences in the regular season. The New York Red Bulls 15-16s finishing first in the Atlantic Division. 74 goals in their 26 games. Just 19 conceded. Well, FC Dallas won the Central Conference with their record of 19-3-5. 86 goals for and 28 goals against. And that was before both sides went on to go 3-0 in the playoffs before winning their respective quarterfinal and semifinal matches. As first, there's the playoff round that was held in Indiana. FC Dallas trying to fashion their first real attack. But it's the Red Bulls to go the other way. And it's a good through ball. But Montalvo is back, and he gets it to his keeper. And rather lofted back up to a Montalvo from Hale. But Montalvo dealt with it well. Now it's Mason Deeds' turn. Munjoma steps up, being policed by DeAndrea. And you could see the idea there from Munjoma, but just a bit too much mustard on it. Not even making the run was the winger on the far side as it goes out of bounds for Xavier Kennedy and the New York Red Bulls goal kick, taken quickly. McKinney, little touch onto the outside. And the ball slid through, looking for the runs of either Devin Vega or Toshiki Yasuda, but neither of them able to get to it in time as it rolls all the way through to Xavier Kennedy. And he'll quickly play it out to Kyle Perno. This one is going to go out for a throw-in on the far side.
Get involved, Devin. Get involved. Come on, G.
DeAndrea is playing very narrow in this early going. Saramago chasing.
Come on, Weston. Yeah. Devin. Devin, mete la pierna, carajo. Put in there.
Mingachos rolls it out wide. Good defending on the far side. Yasuda, long ball looking for the run of Vega. Two players from the starting 11 of their respective conferences.
Go to the ball.
And it was Deeds who won that battle. And now it's DeAndre out wide. And Montalvo did just enough to put him off. Goal kick for Ben Hale and FC Dallas.
Brandon, want the ball, Brandon.
FC Dallas looking to win this tournament, win the U.S. Development Academy Championships with their 6th straight shutout, as they have yet to be beaten in the playoffs. Much of it thanks to this man, Ben Hale. Hernandez, another player who is named to the Central Conference starting 11. Kennedy asking for width. Rolls it out. Perno to work it out of the back for the New York Red Bulls in the 8th minute. Marin loses out. Montes Stoeca. A free kick will be whistled in favor of the New York Red Bulls.
Eddie, you have the best view, Eddie.
As Montes Deoca lost out. And then the foul to quell the counterattack is a good look at your man in the middle for tonight, Tim Ford, out of Cal South. His assistant referees are Andy Duker from Oregon, Joshua Hums from Washington, and Mike Arrington, who referees in Texas South. And now a chance at the top of the box. Spinning is McKinney. And the shot takes a deflection. Will go out for a corner kick. Kennedy putting his defense in order as FC Dallas will take their first corner kick of the game. And it swung in. Kennedy stayed on his line, but a foul was called in the box, so it'll be a free kick for the New York Red Bulls. Good look at Mason Deeds. Named to the Eastern Conference starting 11. Has also been moved up at times to the New York Red Bulls U-17 18s. Deeds has also played with the reserve squad NYRB2 as well. Simon Nee looking on. He's been with the Red Bulls since 2006. Not only credited with getting this team to the final here today, Simon Nee, but also helped to develop the philosophy and the curriculum for the New York Red Bulls Academy. One of the things he was charged with when he first joined. But it's FC Dallas streaming down the right-hand side. And good pressure. Tigerish work there to not allow the ball out of the back. It was Reggie Cannon. So FC Dallas win it back. Finally brought down after a bit of head tennis. Chance for a cross. Two players sniffing around in the box for FC Dallas. And the opening goal. And it's a stunning header. And just look what it means. Scenes of jubilation. Beautiful ball played into the box. And it was McKinney who climbed highest. The 16-year-old, member of the U-17 men's national team pool, and you can see why. Montes de Oca with the cross. And a great delayed run getting over Mason Deeds. That's not easy to do. And McKinney, who scored the final goal against the Philadelphia Union, is on the board here in the finals. And FC Dallas have a 1-0 lead in the 12th minute.
FC Dallas, number 11, number 14, Weston McKinney.
Call from the bench from Luchi Gonzalez is don't bring your energy down now that we have the lead. Keep it in first gear. How will the Red Bulls respond? Perno just flicks it to safety under the pressure from the goal scorer, McKinney. The 16-year-old has come up trumps here. Teixeira. And a good job by Deeds to come over and mop up. Throw in from Munjoma. And it's the architect of the goal, Montes de Oca, trying to weave his way through, and he almost did. Ran into a Red Bulls wall right as he got into the top of the box, or the side of the box, I should say. As Tervegi gets it back to Hale. Hale playing that short. Oh, and an errant clearance. Can the Red Bulls take advantage? DeAndrea just couldn't latch onto it. And now it's Ramos looking to clear. Montalvo checked that. Vega dispossessed, but it's won back by FC Dallas. Deeds doing the defending, but Munjoma steps inside of him. Able to get by Mingachos as well. Space on the far side as the flag stays down. Kennedy got down quickly. And Kennedy very frustrated at his defense. Leaves it off for Perno. Well, the New York Red Bulls had the better of the opening exchanges, but FC Dallas came flying back and scoring a header goal in the 11th minute was Weston McKinney. It was a brilliant cross from Montes de Oca as well. McKinney wins that ball over Mingachos, and it's sprayed out wide. This is Vega. Cleared away to Marin. Calls for a foul fall on deaf ears of the referee, Tim Ford. And Montalvo smartly lets that one go out of bounds. Munjoma celebrating his 17th birthday today. And what a present this would be if his side can win the DA U-15 16 championships. Teixeira's throwing. Pushed forward by Gilby. Cleared right back down. Looking for Montes de Oca, but all the way back with it goes FC Dallas, as they'll hit the reset button in the 15th minute. Munjoma looking to get forward again. DeAndre Has yet to see a lot of the ball. The Brazilian needs to see more of it if the New York Red Bulls are going to get back into it. But it's Gilby on the far side. Saramago's in the center. DeAndrea is getting in there as well, but it's cleared away. And it'll be the second corner kick of the game for the Red Bulls. Deeds and Perno getting up from their center back positions once again. As Gilby's going to float this one in. And it'll be take two for Gilby and the New York Red Bulls. Munjona and Rambos both at the near post. Hale barking instructions at his charges. He's got to get it over those tall defenders at the near post. Hill comes out to punch. It fell right to Teixeira, but it somehow skipped by him. And now the break could be on here for FC Dallas. Working 3-on-2. And that's a heavy challenge. And the question is, will a card come out here? Teixeira definitely slowing down Montes de Oca and the FC Dallas counterattack. And by letter of the law, that has to be a yellow card. And Teixeira is the first player to go into referee Tim Ford's book this afternoon. So the first yellow card issued in the 17th minute. And we've already seen FC Dallas's aerial prowess.
Hey, watch 42. Yeah.
As Devin Vega's over the ball.
Now we got 47.
Was invited to train with Flamengo's 98s in Brazil, Devin Vega. Flamengo, the most popular team in Brazil. And he was actually invited back to live there and play with their 98s. But he's elected to stay and play with FC Dallas. And Flamenco's loss, definitely FC Dallas's gain. But it's going to be swung in by Damian Hernandez. However, it's right into the breadbasket of Xavier
Referee
Kennedy.
has issued a yellow card in the 17th minute to New York
Mason
Red Bulls,
Deeds.
number 7, Sean Teixeira.
Marin, dispossessed. And streaking forward once again, FC Dallas. Perno will retake for the New York Red Bulls in the 18th minute, trailing 1-0 to a 11th minute goal from Weston McKinney. The U-17 international getting on the board for the second time here this week in Carson. Scored the goal to kill off the game against the Philadelphia Union in the semifinals. Still a long way to go here against a very potent New York Red Bulls attack. FC Dallas throwing on the far side.
Alert, on your toes! On your toes, Red! Tempo, Red! Cover!
Perno skies his clearance. And at the moment, anywhere will do for New York Red Bulls. Montalvo's header only as far as the New York Red Bulls midfield. And another errant clearance. Slipping is Gilby. Able to get the pass off, and that's a hard but a fair challenge from Weston McKinney. This is Teixeira. DeAndrea, top of the box, chance for Gilby. And a great job by Montalvo to get his body in front of it. Smash back in, and it flashed across Hale's goal. And Hale at the last minute, realizing he had it covered, pulled his arm back. And it's just going to be a goal kick. Smart goalkeeping from Hale, making sure he had it covered. But then also making sure not to get a touch. Gilby slipped, but he did a good job to keep the attack going. Really ping that in. The McKinney unable to clear. Good job by Marin to bulldoze his way through and create that chance for the New York Red Bulls.
Who's underneath
Into space for Vega. In a foot race with Kennedy. The goalkeeper gets there first and does a good job to make sure that he lets the ball go before he slid out of bounds. Or slid out of the box, I should say. So once again, the high pressure of FC Dallas homes for the Red Bulls. It's Montes de Oca unable to turn. And once again, great technique from the goalkeeper, sliding, letting the ball go right as he was about to get out of bounds and turning and going back in. As long as the ball stays in, his feet is allowed to go back out. He just can't touch the ball when it's out of the box, and he is as well. As long as part of him is in the box, he's okay. Looking for the flick on FC Dallas on the far side, and they win the throw in the 22nd minute. Leading 1-0 on an 11th minute header from Weston McKinney off of a cross from Giovanni Montes de Oca. Cleared out for a corner kick. Second of the game for FC Dallas. Now it's a chance for the likes of Montalvo to get into the box. Tervegi is in there as well. Tervegi, wearing number 48, has had trials with both Real Madrid and Werder Bremen. And a good effort off the corner kick as once again it's FC Dallas winning those aerial battles and balls into the box. Thrown on the far side for Cannon. Another player that was selected to the Central Conference starting 11. And it's Cannon once again. Little ball into the pocket. The Red Bulls able to win it back. Just as soon, give it away. Montes de Oca ran out of real estate on the far side. Before that happened, offside was called by Joshua Hames, the referee on the far side. It's Luchi Gonzalez looking on. 35-year-old was a forward for both the San Jose Earthquakes and the Colorado Rapids. Also played in the prestigious Copa Libertadores tournament with Peruvian giant Sporting Cristal. Copa Libertadores, of course, the South American equivalent to the UEFA Champions League. So a great example for these players to look up to. It's that kind of coaching from those former players that's going to help this U.S. Development Academy to create world-class players. Montalvo. Long searching ball just skipping on the wet surface past Vega. But a good look from Montalvo. Vega, another member of this U-17 men's national team pool. Munjoma stepping up. It goes off of Yasuda last, so it'll be a throw in for Mason Deeds and the New York Red Bulls, trailing 1-0 in the 26th minute. Deeds, wearing the captain's armband, has already played with New York Red Bulls too in the USL. He's going to look for a long throw to spring the attack here. And the question is, did that ball go out? Or not did it go out, rather, did it ever go into the field before it went out? And the answer is no, as Teixeira now is going to come over in relief for Deeds, and he'll take the throw in. Mingachos won the first header, couldn't get the second. Poked away by Mingachos to DeAndrea. Looking to spring Saramago. And good job by Tervega to get back in cover. Also good communication with Hale. Will be a throw-in, though, for the New York Red Bulls, approaching the 27th minute.
Devin, higher and inside. Five, Devin, five.
And another Red Bulls attack breaks down. Good job by Perno on that far side, though, not to allow a counterattack to go the other way. This one will be left off for Cannon on the far side. Driving into the box, FC Dallas. Played over for Vega. Vega, little touch on. And it's the swarming ranks of the Red Bulls defense to win it back. Bit of a heavy touch from Marin. Won back by Perno. Quickly off to DeAndre. You can see he has that free roll to float from wing to wing. Deeds. Flicks it out wide for Teixeira. A good tackle from Munjoma, but it will be a throw for Teixeira and the New York Red Bulls in the 29th minute. Looked to be a fair challenge. And now a free kick for the New York Red Bulls. Can they get level via the set piece? His normal position over the dead ball.
Organize! Up, Hector, up!
Gilby floating it right to the top of the box. It was a good ball, squeaks all the way through, but the shot right at Hale from Perno. Good positioning from the goalkeeper. Now Perno with a long run back to his center back position. A lovely move to skip by one. Couldn't get by the second, but FC Dallas maintained possession. Deeds header only as far as Hernandez. Now it's McKinney. Munjoma. Birthday boy looking for the target forward. And swung in once again by Montes Stoeca. Chance for Vega. A great job coming over and cover from Mason Deeds. As Vega got by the first man but couldn't get past second base. Beautiful ball in by Montes de Oca. And then Vega, lovely little move on that first touch, but Deeds did a great job coming over and cover. Perno flying in as well. Oh, and Montes de Oca's onside, and it's the second goal for FC Dallas just past the half-hour mark. Montes de Oca with a goal and an assist. And you gotta love this, they celebrate as a team. '21st goal of the season for Montes de Oca. It's the high pressure paying off once again. And Powder on the far side, keeping Montes de Oca onside. And he was able to flick it by Xavier Kennedy. Joy unconfined on the faces of FC Dallas 15-16 players.
Come on, Eddie. Inside Devin. Inside Devin.
As we are past the half-hour mark at the U.S. Development Academy U-15-16 finals presented by Chevrolet. And it's FC Dallas with a commanding 2-0 lead over the New York Red Bulls.
FC Dallas goal in the 31st minute by number 42, Giovanni Montes de Oca.
DeAndre, dispossessed by Hernandez. McKinney looking to run. Good ball into the channel. Played in. Sent across. Still might be something on here for FC Dallas. But New York able to scramble it clear. The Hoops attacking again. This time through Munjoma. DeAndrea has hardly had a sniff of the ball in this first 33 minutes, DeAndrea. Neither has that man, Saramago. Good sliding challenge. And that will be a free kick. Could possibly be more here as Tim Ford calling over Tervegi. And it's going to be a yellow card for Brandon Tervegi. And head coach Luchi Gonzalez screaming at the referee, that's his first, that's his first. But Tim Ford deeming it a bad enough challenge that he goes to his book.
Domina ahí, Hector. Domina. Devin. Gio el 20. Gio el 20. Ojo. Ahí nomás. Después.
Gilby over the free kick in the 34th minute. Looking to get the New York Red Bulls back into the championship match. Just waiting for the referee's whistle. Gilby wanting 10 yards. Now the whistle blows. Gilby puts it into the melting pot. It's a good ball. It was FC Dallas who are winning the aerial battles in both boxes. Another decent ball. Hale at full stretch.
The referee has issued a yellow card in the 33rd minute to FC Dallas,
once
number
again, elects to play it
48,
short.
Brandon Turigi.
Munjoma, nice little disguise pass for McKinney. It was Vega making a run right down the heart of the Red Bulls defense. They're being hesitant, and it allows it to fall back to the feet of FC Dallas. This is McKinney, weaves his way into the box. Little touch out wide for Vega. He clips it to the far post. And Powder with a smart backwards header to get it clear. And that's the kind of soccer IQ that these development academies are giving to these young players. Most players would have just wanted to get something on it. Powder had the presence of mind to not only clear it, as that should be a handball, unfortunate for Teixeira as he slipped, but Powder had not only the presence of mind to clear it, but to flick it out wide, furthest away from goal as possible, not putting it back into the danger area. However, the Red Bulls still defending as we're inside the final 10 minutes of first half regulation. And McKinney will chase it down on the far side. Cannon assessing his options. And it's a good ball. And it's another good ball. And this is Hernandez. Oh, he scuffed his shot. Hernandez with the goal begging. And now he's going to have to get back as the Red Bulls look to break. Saramago one-on-one against Tail, flicks it past him, but also flicks it past the near post. As once again, it was Montes de Oca putting it into the mix. And I think Hernandez was caught in between two minds, whether to shoot that or push it across to Vega, who would have had a tap-in. And you could see that with the look that he gave to Vega before he sprinted back. Saramago, good ball into the channel for Marin. And Marin muscled off of it by Cannon. And anywhere will do, but it's at the expense of the fourth corner kick of the game for the New York Red Bulls.
Find the corners.
So Cannon, a great job to slide over. And then cleared it out of bounds when he had the wing. And so it's another set-piece situation for the Red Bulls and Jared Gilby. Swinged in. FC Dallas finally able to clear their lines. Back to Kennedy. Teixeira being hounded by McKinney. Forced to clear and won back by Munjoma. Good job by Mingachos to win that ball. Was taken down, but it will just be a throw-in for the Red Bulls. It was Adrian Ramos smashing it clear. No malintent, but coming in late. In a clash of heads, and that's why the referee blowing his whistle right away and calling on the trainers. As it's Mingachos who's struggling for the New York Red Bulls. It was Hernandez. It was a 50-50 ball, both of them going for it. Oh, and it was just Mingachos hitting the back of Hernandez's head. Mingachos looks a little dazed, but he looks to be all right. So the trainers will go through the necessary protocols to make sure that they're okay. As you can see, Mingachos got the worst of it.
Hey, just give him the ball, Wes. We'll give him the ball.
Both players had to come off since the trainers came on to tend to them. The good news is that both players are coming back on. Sportingly given back to Deeds by FC Dallas. Marin spins away from the first challenge, but can't get by Munjoma. Such tremendous work rate from both of these teams. But it's FC Dallas who are 2 goals to the good in the 40th minute. Their high pressure causing the Red Bulls problems all day long. And this is a foul right at the top of the box, just outside, as we're heading into stoppage time. 40 minutes played at the U-15 16s level, and there will be 2 minutes and a chance for FC Dallas to possibly grab a third goal before both teams go into the locker room.
D. Brand, he's on the backside. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Don't turn your back.
You can see Scannon screaming that foul should have been inside the box. Still frustrated, Cannon, but they do have a free kick just outside. Cannon looked to be through. DeAndrea bringing him down, and
17.
was that the last defender?
Hey,
As if it was, DeAndrea could very well be set off here.
Tim, is that two?
Perhaps given some leniency by Tim Ford.
Is that who you booked?
Concern on the face of Simon Nee.
You did.
So this free kick has taken up a whole minute and 12 seconds of the 2 minutes of stoppage time.
7 is on a caution. So are you taking
Well, FC Dallas will take all their time if it means getting it right.
Reggie, release him a little bit. Second ball, Reggie.
Okay.
Hernandez looking to run interference just across the wall. Set up by Xavier Kennedy for the New York Red Bulls.
Okay, thank you.
Confirm. 7, then 17.
This is Vega standing over the free kick,
He is off.
as well as Montes de Oca, who has a goal and an assist in this first half.
Okay.
And it's Montes de Oca! And McKinney just unable to catch the rebound as the woodwork comes to the rescue of
Referee
Xavier
has
Kennedy.
issued a yellow card in the 40th
And the New York
minute
Red Bulls
to
escape in
Bulls
stoppage
number
time.
17, Rodrigo DeAndrea.
And DeAndrea did get that yellow card. Some would say he was very lucky not to see red. Marin, can the Red Bulls fashion one last chance before the break? Struck so sweetly. But the post is the goalkeeper's best friend. And McKinney saw it come back to him in a flash and was unable to wrap his foot around it. But it's a good first half for FC Dallas. And at halftime, they lead the New York Red Bulls 2-0. Goals by McKinney in the 11th from across off of Montes de Oca. And then Montes de Oca scoring himself in the
score at
31st minute.
halftime,
And at
New York Red
halftime
Bulls
of the
0,
U.S.
FC
Development
Dallas
Academy
2.
U-15 16s Championship presented by Chevrolet. It's the New York Red Bulls 0, FC Dallas 2. We're going to step aside up here in the booth. We'll be back with you for the final 40 minutes and possibly more right after this. All set for the second half of the U.S. Development Academy U-15 16s Championship presented by Chevrolet. And it's FC Dallas to kick off. They have the ball and the 2-0 lead heading into these final 40 minutes of regulation. If New York Red Bulls can score 2 goals, they could send the game into extra time.
New York
FC
Red
Dallas
Bulls
straight on the attack.
41st minute. In number 9,
As
Kyle Casey.
Kyle Casey came in
Number
for
19,
Omir Fernandez.
Omar Fernandez out.
So one substitution made at halftime, and it was the New York Red Bulls. See if Kyle Casey can come on and change the complexion of this game. But it's an opening for Vega, and he slots it home. The 3rd goal, the perfect start to the second half for FC Dallas. And inside 30 seconds of the second half, they lead 3-0.
Ref, you overruled. Ref, you can overrule that. You overruled, ref. Referee,
Well, now they're saying the assistant referee on the far side had his flag up.
Overruled. Hey, fourth.
The entire team over screaming at the assistant referee on this near side.
Hey, Hector.
The referee overruling it. And now they're saying that there is no goal. So the referee conferring with Andy Duker on this near side. We'll take a look and see. You can see Powder asking for offside
FC
right
Dallas
away.
goal in the 41st minute.
Nope,
Number
they gave the goal.
44, Devin Vega.
Well, confusion here, but Devin Vega credited with the goal. More adversity for the New York Red Bulls, trailing 3-0 now. And in danger of being shut out for the first time the entire season. Powder back to tidy up. Yasuda had his hands all over the back of Mingachos. Is that the goal that puts FC Dallas into an insurmountable lead? 43 of the 80 have been played, and it's been all FC Dallas. McKinney. Hernandez. Cannon. And that ball looking into the channel, and this time the flag does go up against Montes de Oca. Powder. The cry from the bench as the Red Bulls came off at halftime was this isn't over. There's still time. There's still time. From FC, it was continue to pressure them. Do not let up. And FC Dallas did just that and have taken a 3-0 lead. 30 seconds inside the opening part of the second half. This is Kyle Casey, the substitute, puts it back across goal. Chance for the opener. Hale showing why he's rated so highly. It was served up on a plate at the far side, but Hale came up trumps. And despite trailing 3-0, the Red Bulls have the advantage in corner kicks 5-2. Perno. Still trying to keep things alive for the Red Bulls. FC Dallas able to get it clear. But Xavier Kennedy comes all the way out to claim. The Red Bulls, knowing that there's still time, looking to build out of the back. Good job to skip by the challenge from Gilby. Marin with the nifty little flick, but nobody making the diagonal run across. And Powder will get there before Yasuda. 45th minute, FC Dallas have a 3-0 lead. McKinney in the 11th, Montes de Oca in the 31st, and then 30 seconds into the second half, Vega walked in and slid the ball beyond Xavier Kennedy for the third goal for FC Dallas. Working on a shutout streak that would go across the entire playoffs. They lost their last game of the regular season 3-0 to the Houston Dynamo, but have since won every game, of course, and have not given up a goal. And they're looking for more here. And it's just going to be a goal kick, says referee Tim Ford. '46th minute. And a goal kick for Xavier Kennedy of the New York Red Bulls. Casey brings it down. Clips it over to the far side. Lovely touch from Teixeira. Casey's flying down the middle. Saramago's in there as well. Ball comes in. Skips past the defender. And Saramago, how did he miss that? "31 goals in 31 games played for Saramago, but it's just not going the Red Bulls' way today. 9 goals in his last 5, Saramago. And I think he was surprised to see it fall to him. Bought it down well. Hale came out quickly, but Saramago wants that one back, knows he needs to put it on target. Powder with the clearance. Munjoma headed it back. Good work by Yasuda to win that. Tees one up. Flashes just wide of Xavier Kennedy's post. Toshiki Yasuda, the 17-year-old, has 18 goals in 30 games so far this season, this being his 30th appearance. As a former member of the national team pool, Yasuda looking to get back in. As so many of these players currently or at one time or another have seen action with the various youth national teams. The attack is looking better from the Red Bulls in the second half. Have had 2 clear-cut chances. This game could very well be 3-2. This time, it's Montes de Oca whistled for the foul. Has a goal and an assist, though, Montes de Oca. Had his first assist of the season before going on to score his 21st goal of the season. Montalvo with the clearance. Repelled by Perno. Rare mistouch in the midfield for McKinney. Beautiful combination passing. And this is Casey. Saramago for the Red Bulls. Works his way into the box. Deflects it off of Cannon to win the corner. Good positivity there from Powder. Little high five for Gilby as he comes over to take the corner kick. Hale continuing to be vocal as he sets up his defense. Gilby in the 50th minute. Doesn't clear the defender at the near post. It was Hernandez with the clearance. Still might be something on here for the Red Bulls. Marin. Nice touch on from Gilby. Now it's Teixeira working down the near side. And the Red Bulls have really picked up the attack since going down 3-0. Still trying to find a way through this FC Dallas defense, who's now looking to turn to attack. Heavy challenge. Play go on, says the referee. And this is Powder. First time he's really witnessed space to get forward. Powder scorer of the game winner against Georgia United in the semifinals. Casey. It will be another throw in deep in FC Dallas territory for the New York Red Bulls. And Perno, some frustration from him as he's whistled for the foul. He'll have to retreat. Good period of sustained pressure from the New York Red Bulls. Still 3-0 in favor of FC Dallas in the 52nd minute. Goals in the 11th from McKinney, in the 31st from Montes Stoeca, and in the 41st. Just 30 seconds after the restart for Vega. This time, it's Montes Stoeca who's whistled for the foul. Powder bulldozing forward. Still going, Powder, with those long strides. And there's a foul call, and the question is this just inside the box or outside? Well, according to referee Tim Ford, it's just outside the box. And very smart by Montalvo to push away Munjoma so that he doesn't go into the book for dissent. Not at all happy that the referee called a free kick on him. So it was DeAndrea who went down. And now the Red Bulls looking to get back into it via the set piece. Gave up a goal just 30 seconds after the restart, but have since been on the all-out attack. Is Mason Deed standing right in front of the keeper, being told to keep his arms down by the referee. Pirno is in there as well. Both of them have to get out of the way. They can start offside, but they can't interfere with the play. Swung in and headed wide. So another goal kick for Ben Hale, who I'm sure won't mind taking his time on these. FC Dallas leading 3-0 in the Development Academy U-15-16's championship match between the New York Red Bulls and FC Dallas, presented by Chevrolet. Gilby working against Cannon. And it's a good shot from a tight angle. What we alluded to at the top of the broadcast was that Hale is so good at taking crosses, snagging them out of the air from the highest point. You could see that there, even though he wasn't really under any pressure. That was really catching practice for him. Still a good job from Gilbert. He creates something from nothing, though. Vega, scorer of the third goal for FC Dallas. For FC Dallas's youth teams, this would cap off a wonderful week as their pre-academy U-15s won the MPL national title on penalty kicks. Saramago. Mingachos pushes it forward. Teixeira tried to push it on as well. Cleared away by Munjoma, who's had a wonderful match as the outside left back for FC Dallas.
Take your moment to pressure now. Watch the middle, Tosh. Take away the middle. Take away the middle. Take away the middle. Come on, Tosh. Organize. Eddie. Good. Come back. Adrian, come back. Come back. Good. Come back. Keep everything in front. Keep everything in front. You push forward a little bit. Good.
Powder trying to skip by Yasuda. Lovely technique from the outside back. Gets it into Teixeira. Teixeira picks his head up. Nice little ball in, and the shot. Hale to the rescue once again for FC Dallas. If it weren't for Montes de Oca's goal and assist, you would have to say that Ben Hale has been the player of the match for FC Dallas. Keeping the Red Bulls at bay, something that no other team has been able to do. Now FC Dallas, after being under the cosh, really just need to keep the ball. And that free kick is going to help them a little bit. Just need to establish a period of pressure, or a period of possession, rather. Reassert their dominance, FC Dallas. Because after giving up that goal 30 seconds into the second half, it's been all New York Red Bulls. But they still trail 3-0.
You kill him, Eddie. Pick it up, Fred. Pick it up, Fred. Dig in. Tosh, inside. Keep the midfield compact, Tosh.
Will Simon Knee go to his bench again? Yasuda. Perno gets there first. Casey. The halftime sub. And safety first from Monfalo. Tervega, rather. Powder. Seen a lot more of the ball in the second half, Powder. Gilby. You can tell the three players across that line in Gilby, Mingachos, and DeAndrea change positions fluidly. Just always swapping and interchanging their spots. So far, FC Dallas has been able to deal with it. Yasuda does well to keep that one in. Mingachos. Lovely little move to skip by his man. And a deft ball into the space for Saramago. But his cross is cut out by Cannon. FC Dallas looking for a fourth. Just a bit too much mustard on that cross.
Reggie, come on! Be smart, Reggie. Don't go for a few of these. Don't go for a few of these. Talk right here. Come on, man. No, concentrate. Let's go. Shit.
Goal kick for Kennedy. Marin skies to win the header. Casey's in the box if they can find him. He's drifting just off the shoulder of Cannon. Good defensive work on that far side, though, by FC Dallas not to allow the cross. Still work to be done here as we're approaching the hour mark in the championship match for the 15-16s in the U.S. Development Academy presented by Chevrolet. 3-0 in favor of FC Dallas. Goals for McKinney in the 11th minute, Montes de Oca in the 31st, and Vega in the 41st. As DeAndrea's year is done, what a tremendous season DeAndrea has had. Brazilian had 3 goals in 19 games played. And coming on for him is Kazu Shiganobu. 15-year-old did not play against Georgia United, but he's seeing action in his 28th game of the season. Wojciech looking on.
Forward, Devin, forward. Second ball, Brendan. Good Devin. Push inside, push inside.
Perno intervenes.
Devin, we have to do better.
Marin. McKinney's policing him. This ball played into the corner.
New York Red Bulls, substitution in the
gonna
60th
be
minute. Number 4,
goal kick for
Kazu
FC Dallas.
Shigenobu. On for
no, it's gonna
Rodrigo
be a corner kick, rather.
DeAndrea.
Corner kick as we're in the final 19 minutes of regulation. Can the Red Bulls pull off an incredible comeback and send this game into extra time? If they do, there'd be 2 10-minute periods, no golden goal, and if nothing would separate the two sides then, we would go to penalty kicks. But for now, FC Dallas looking very comfortable. They have the 3-0 lead and a free kick, and Munjoma asking for more than just a foul. Also a reminder that coming up right after this game will be the U.S. Development Academy U-17-18s final between RSLAZ and the Chicago Fire. So you can stay with us, and you can also follow the game on Twitter at USSoccer_ACAD.
Hector, turn their backs, Hector.
Mark Serber with you here on US Soccer and US Soccer's YouTube channel for these U.S. Development Academy Championships presented by Chevrolet. Hope you're enjoying our coverage provided by Turbo Sports. It's FC Dallas running rampant in this one. The New York Red Bulls have played very well, but FC Dallas has been able to keep them at bay, trying to do what no other team has done, and that is keep them off the scoreboard. FC Dallas have their 103rd, 4th, and 5th goals today of the season. In just 33
the referee
games
has issued
played.
a yellow card in the
exceptional.
63rd minute to Red Bulls number 9, Kyle Casey.
A red card was, or a yellow card rather, was issued to Kyle Casey in the 63rd minute. Munjoma, the birthday boy, getting set to take this throw in.
Weston, no foul. No fouls, Red. Damian, punto. Punto, Damian.
Flicked on. And still the Red Bulls attacking. Good ball played in. FC Dallas able to scramble it clear. They've taken their foot off the gas just a little bit, FC Dallas. But credit to the Red Bulls, have pressed much higher, which is something that they've been working on all season. Simon Nee saying that at the beginning of the season, his squad was not a high-pressing team. But towards the end of the season, clubs have had a lot of trouble building out of the back against this Red Bull side. And FC Dallas handled the high press very well in the first half. Hasn't been able to deal with it as well here in the second. But the Red Bulls, despite some good chances, have been unable to get on the board. They win it right back. Ball played into the channel. And all the way out and smartly letting it come back into the box before picking it up was Ben Hale. Conservatives would say he was playing a bit of a dangerous game, but Hale knows what he's doing. Bit of a heavy touch from Powder. Kennedy clears. Perno misplays it. Little touch out wide for Yasuda. Good sliding challenge from Deeds. And then Deeds using his body well, winning the free kick. Deeds wanted to play quickly, but the ball wasn't at a full stop. How about that for a piece of skill? Offside flag is up against Yasuda. So we are inside the final 15 minutes of the U.S. Development Academy Championship match between the New York Red Bulls and FC Dallas U-15 16s. Take away the scoreboard, and it's been an evenly played match. But FC Dallas in complete command with a 3-0 lead in the 67th minute. Really bossed the first 40 minutes of this game. 40 minutes and 30 seconds, I should say, as Vega put home the third goal just 30 seconds after the restart. And now the Hoops preparing a substitution. The DA Championships will continue right after this with the U-17 18s. It'll be RSL Arizona versus the Chicago Fire. Casey playing that one across the center, but Saramago not making the run. And Hale will take his time. Force Saramago to come all the way up before picking it up. And now he can also take all 6 seconds. Every second counts, not only for the Red Bulls, but for Luchi Gonzalez and his FC Dallas side as they look to kill off this game. The Red Bulls really turning it on in the second half, but not before they were down 3-0. Deeds has already seen time with the New York Red Bulls too. Marin. Powder. All the way up from his outside back position. We have the feeling that the Red Bulls are at least going to be able to break their duck and get on the board here. This time the ball was out of bounds before Casey could cut it back.
FC Dallas
He has to be
substitute
careful, Casey,
in
with
the
the
70th
histrionics.
minute.
He's on a yellow card.
Number 38, Benjamin Granillo.
And
On for
Benjamin
number 44,
Granillo is going to come in for Devin Vega. So the U-17 International will leave after a sensational season. 22 goals in 31 games played for Devin Vega, the 16-year-old. The Central Conference Player of the Year has done his bit here, scoring the third goal for FC Dallas. And the 16-year-old Granillo enters for his 32nd appearance of the season. Talked to Granillo before the game, and despite the long weather delay and despite the fact that he was about to play a championship match, he was so cordial. It's another thing that these academies teach is how to be so professional. I mean, these kids, some of them as young as 14, 15, 16, but they deal so well with not only their coaching staffs, but even with people like members of the media like me. It's a real credit to both Simon Nee and Luchi Gonzalez and their coaching staffs at both the New York Red Bulls and FC Dallas. So we're inside the final 10 minutes of regulation. And barring a miracle here, the final 10 minutes of the U-15-16 U.S. Development Academy season presented by Chevrolet. Well, and Casey, and if he goes into the book again, well, I think Tim Ford, knowing the situation, is just going to give him a talking to. Space for Yasuda. Yasuda cuts it back. Still going Yasuda, creating the space for himself and almost finding the net. What a tremendous save from Xavier Kennedy. Once again angry at his defense, this time not only for allowing the space but for diving in. Excellent technique from Yasuda, but still plenty of opportunities to jockey there and keep Yasuda in front of them. Instead, Red Bulls players sticking out feet. But Yasuda dancing his way through and almost picking out that fourth goal. Great acrobatics from Kennedy to get a touch. '73rd minute, just the third corner kick of the game for FC Dallas. And it skips all the way through. McKinney is trying to create space for the cross. And now Powder looking to run. Casey couldn't pick out Marin. Teixeira wins it back for the Red Bulls. Being hounded by Yasuda. And a quick snapshot. But well-positioned was Ben Hale once again. FC Dallas 7 minutes away from winning the U.S. Development Academy U-15-16's title. Casey. Lovely touch from Ingachos. Powder. Was looking to pick out the near post when perhaps he should have swung it to the back. He's had such a good game though, Powder. FC Dallas
substitute
the switch
in the
on their second
74th
substitution.
Minute. Number 46, Juan Ramirez, on for number 43.
And it's going to be a double substitution.
Yasuda.
For
Also
Luchi
for FC Dallas,
side.
Number 54,
Juan Ramirez
Duncan James. On
Duncan
for number
James
42,
checking in.
Giovanni Montez de Oca.
And it's Giovanni Montes de Oca, one of the two players coming off, but not before he's had a goal and an assist. Certainly the MVP of this game for my money. Alongside that man who just took the goal kick, Ben Hale. And this will be the third substitution of the game for the New York Red Bulls. As Zaire Bartley checks in. 17-year-old making his 19th appearance this season. Has 6 goals to his name. But so far in this game, no one in a New York Red Bulls jersey has been able to get their name up in lights.
Don't take the throw, but hold. Hey, right there. Don't let him out, Rich.
So we're approaching the 75th minute.
Duncan, strong.
80 minutes played at the U-15 16s level. And a good job by Perno to get that out of the corner. Hernandez. Powder whistled for the foul. He's had a solid game, Javier Hernandez. Damian Hernandez, beg your pardon. Another player that has also seen time in the U.S. national team pools, the youth level. Simon Nee looks on as Cannon gets set to take this free kick for FC Dallas. And he smartly plays it short into the corner, but the offside flag is up.
New York Red Bull substitution in the 75th minute. Number 10, Zaire Bartley. On for number 20, Jean-Paul Marine.
So Zaire Bartley, who replaced Jean-Paul Marine. And just as quickly as he's on Juan Ramirez, he's into the referee's book. Yellow card in the 76th. Bartley with his first touch. Teixeira doing the defending, doing just enough, and he'll get the free kick as well. Red Bulls looking to break. Ramirez. Cannon. Good high pressure from the Red Bulls. The double team winning it back in midfield. Smash clear by FC Dallas. And strong in the challenge was Perno. Shiganobu. Push it forward for Saramago. Is sliding in to make the challenge. Was Tervegi. Tervegi, just 16 years old, already a giant, 6'3", 180 pounds. And this time, it's Montalvo shielding it out of bounds. Final 2.5 minutes of regulation. And more FC Dallas players are going to get in on the act. Chance to say that they were on the field when FC Dallas won the 2014-2015 U.S. Development Academy Championship. Inside the final 2 minutes of regulation. New York continuing to pour forward. Another cross goes begging for the Red Bulls. And here come the substitutions. And it's McKinney, whose 11th minute goal stands as the game winner, who's going to come off. And a big hug for Garondale. Still waiting to enter the field. Real Salt Lake, Arizona, and Chicago are making their way out behind the benches. So they've been warming up on the field just behind Glenn Mooch, Meyernick Field. We're in the final 40 seconds of regulation of this one. The Red Bulls still pushing for their opening goal. And it's laid back, and it's Hernandez getting back and winning the goal kick off of the Red Bulls player. Ben Hale, these players just can't wait for the final whistle. The bench waiting to explode.
Juanito, sorry, Juanito. The flick on, Benji underneath. Benji underneath. Underneath.
We've hit the 80th minute mark. Now into stoppage time. Still waiting for confirmation of how much time was given by referee Tim Ford to the fourth official. Juan Ramirez trying to get it to the corner. Shiganobu gets there first, but Ramirez skips by Gilby as well. And that's a good ball in. Deeds defending, giving up the corner kick. The trophy all but in the grasp of FC Dallas. About a minute and a half
has added
remaining.
a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time to the end of the game.
2 minutes of stoppage time has been added on. And FC Dallas are going to keep it in the corner. And it's James Duncan just whistled for the foul. Duncan asking why. Lucha Gonzalez screaming at him from the bench. Face the ball. But they win it back through Hernandez. Oh, it's another dangerous cross. Kennedy's come out. He spilled it. And then a handball, unlucky. The player fell, his hand hitting the top of the ball. And the referee really having no option other than to give the Red Bulls a get-out-of-jail-free card. Ramirez, can he finish this game with a flourish for FC Dallas? He certainly can. Championship confirmed. The perfect coup de grace from Juan Ramirez. In second half stoppage time, FC Dallas are riding off into the sunset. It's a lovely ball threaded through. And Kennedy electing to stay just off his line. He never came out. And in the end, it was all about Ramirez just picking out his corner. And the whistle goes. FC Dallas are your U.S. Development Academy U-15-16's national champions.
Tonight's final score, New York Red Bulls
They defeat
0,
the New York Red Bulls
FC Dallas
4-0.
4.
Pure elation for these FC Dallas players.
2014-15 U.S. Soccer Development
His
Academy
goals in the 11th minute from McKinney, the 31st minute from Montes Stoeca,
Ladies and gentlemen,
the 41st minute
please
from
join
Vega,
us in celebrating
and then in
the
second half
achievements of the New
stoppage
York Red
time
Bulls
from
and
Juan
FC
Ramirez,
Dallas on an
giving FC
outstanding
Dallas
season.
the 4-0 victory over the
The
New York
awards
Red Bulls.
presentation
The
will take
first time
place
this season that the
behind
Red Bulls
on-
have been shut
behind
out,
us on field
and it's
2.
FC Dallas
We
who are the
invite
champions.
spectators and fans to join us on field 2 now.
A reminder
Thank
to
you.
stay with us is coming up right after this will be the U-17-18's Development Academy Championship presented by Chevrolet. That match between Real Salt Lake, Arizona and the Chicago Fire. You won't want to miss it. But for now, FC Dallas are your U.S. Development Academy U-15-16's champions for 2014-2015 as they win over the New York Red Bulls 4-0.